kila siku ni urudia kukuambia roho ilikuwa hapo kwako, future tushaweka mipango, yeah. Mapenzi ikishift gear, minajua tu ni wewe bado.
Kinoti bana.
Yes please.
Tumekungoja for so long. Atijachoka.
Ndo mimi huyo.
Oh my goodness. So for a person hearing your voice for the first time, who is Kinoti?
Kinoti is a singer, songwriter, producer, entertainment lawyer based in Nairobi, born and raised in this beautiful country of ours and enjoying life as it comes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, you have listed down a number of jobs, but you know, I fear looking at your CV. Imagine going for an interview with Kinoti bana.
Oops.
Hey, Jamani, it's a Lamborghini. Now, what I want to know is, which of these jobs actually feels like really, really personal to you to a point where when you're actually doing the job, it's so natural?
Music, I think, has always been that thing for me. It's one of those things that no matter how much I try to run away from it, inanitanga tu bado. Because I've wanted also to do law, or rather I wanted to do law since I was a kid. It's always been my childhood dream, but regardless of that, the music just finds a way to bring me back home too. It just feels like that thing that I look at and go, yeah, this is where I want to be.
Wow, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, moving on swiftly, you are a boy from Nairobi.
Yes,
Nairobi. Now, the thing about a lot of our artists huku Mombasa is wanasemanga kupata do huku na biz inakuanga noma sana. So like for them to be shaped and to become the greater power and higher self they are looking to become, they move to Nairobi. Do you feel like Nairobi has actually shaped you as a musician?
It has. I feel it's been very specific to me and the communities that I've been around, because for me it worked out with the people I was around because ni watu wenye nilikuwa around. It's just the community I had around me. As far as that is concerned, I think I've also seen like communities within Coast. I think ilikuwa tu ni a matter of the collective, wase tu mali tuko tunashikana tu pamoja, tunajengana, tunasonga as we grow. And that's the beauty in communities too. Zinakuanga tu everywhere, ni mse kufind yake na imekuwa tu hivyo, I think.
Wow, that is nice. Now, I think pia when we talk about a lot of artists in Nairobi, tunasemanga awase wako na exposure proper. But before that exposure, there's someone who has pushed you to actually love music. So, who did you grow up listening to? Who were your early influences? I listened to a lot of 80s soul music because that's what my parents like played around the house a lot. So ilikuwa akina Lionel Richie, mavitu tu R&B sana sana. Then my dad is very into rumba, so pia hiyo nilikuwa nasikiza, though I wasn't the biggest fan, but ili end up to kushikilia kwa mwili. But I'd say mostly ilikuanga tu rumba and R&B just around the house too. Yeah. Now, I think my favorite project, especially as a fan wa kutoka Tene, is Heart to Heart.
Yes, please.
That EP. Ebu kwanza, let us start with the name. Kijana mdogo. You know, situation inakuanga complicated. Mapenzi wewe. Yeah. What made you choose that name?
So it's ideally from how we arranged the tracks, or rather how we worked on it. Luckily, I got to work on it with my brother Kitan. Na ilikuwa tu a process of kutry kuelewa the coming from heartbreak to love and love to heartbreak. When you listen to the project, either in order or in reverse, it's either a story of love or a story of heartbreak, depending on where you start to listen to it from. So I think for me at that time, ilikuwa a mixture of the two, and just trying to explore the full range of love and heartbreak in that time. Yeah.
Wow.
Because ndio ilikuwa kitu na feel, or rather nataka kuongelea at that time. Ilikuwa na feel na come naturally na ina speak to the situations that I was in pia.
Kwani hizo situations ni gani? You know, let us get into it. Rada boys, rada.
Okay, so I've given what happened was I was deeply in love, and I got heartbroken, as does happen. But sasa ilikuwa, this project I think for me ilikuwa more of introspection to kutry kuelewa ni nini na feel na niaje naweza let go. Ilikuwa tu ni Nairobi kufanya character development.
Wow, I can't believe. But I don't know what the hell is happening in Nairobi, because I think this is the first time I've heard someone say I was heartbroken, of which ni kitu inafanyikanga tu. Like it's something that's actually expected. Now let's go to Safe Space juu ya hiyo story.
Yes, please.
Now Safe Space is one of those projects I really, really love, and it's really personal to me.
Yeah.
And finding a safe space in a person huanga bad, huanga norma, you know, for you to reach a point where you can show the real reveal you to a person. It's ngumu kidogo, especially with the type of relationship dynamics to konazo squeezy. So let's talk about safe space.
I think safe space came to me at a time where it was more of a mental health issue. I think if I address it that way, I felt like I was a bit lost, and I had homies around me. There's this specific group of people who were always there, and safe space for me was just like a cry for help, kind of. It's just like that moment when you realize things may not be going necessarily okay, but it's just a call out for just be there, just try and show me that things are gonna align and be okay. And yeah.
And ever since, have you found your safe space?
Mbaya sana.
Unajua nikisema safe space simanishi kukaa mbele ya bahari. Today morning I even saw on your stories you have posted the sunrise bana. That is not the safe space I'm talking about.
Kuna kapua huko, itabidi man. But other safe space nilipata, roho ilitulizwa, nasikia poa.
Lakini heartbreak umesema ni inevitable.
Hiyo si mimi.
Hiyo si wewe. Wow, enyo story yako inaweza change. Now, after safe space, another project I really love on the EP is Niwe. And for us to reach a point where we say manze ni wewe nimechagua, inakuanga noma sana, especially because a lot of us are actually staying in situationships. The other day I saw people talking about how when you are a Nairobi person, you just enjoy the first 2 weeks of whatever the hell you are doing, and then immediately after mshachana. So that point of saying ni wewe inakuanga noma. So as a person who has chosen someone, tena wewe ndio the ultimate yana tunaangalianga hivi kama blueprint manze. What pushes you to actually say manze ni wewe?
Good question. I think it's finding someone who is willing to try with me. Because I think from where I'm at, I'd say it's not looking for someone who's perfect, because all of us are flawed in our own ways. But it's allowing, or at least for me, it's allowing myself to be vulnerable enough to realize that I'm not perfect to begin with. And nobody is, secondly. And lastly, the fact that in my imperfection and in theirs, we're willing to figure things out, just allows me to feel safe in that moment. So just knowing that I can explore that with someone allows me to feel like, this is where I want to be.
Hey, Kinoti, ushaifikiria kwa Dr. Love? We are going through a pandemic, man. Like, ukiweza tupatia story yako every 2 weeks, unaweza kutubadilisha. Now, moving on swiftly, let's go to your Green Room EP. And my personal favorite on that project ni gani? You already know it. Nitangoja. Because hata ukiona nimengoja tu sana.
Nimesikia.
Yes, Nitangoja. Oh my goodness. I want to know kwanza, what was the creative process?
So I go to studio, I go to work with a very beautiful group of artists, from Modest Chabari to Ochiko to Vic Tugi on the bass. There's so many people that made their input on this track. Ilikuwa just me popping into studio at some place that in town in Nairobi, hapo hivyo Agro House. Just appeared there with some of my homies. I was like, I wanna just try something. I played something on guitar. I've been writing it for a minute. It's stuck. It's not complete, but let's just get to do it. We sat there, I think, for like a day or two, tried to get things right, and eventually 2 things came together. Modest alifanya an amazing job on the production. Vic Tugi came through on the bass. Ochiko played the guitars. I also added some bit of 1, 2, 3s here. So ilikuwa tu a beautiful process yenye ni ili feel right in that moment. Vitu tu zilikuwa zina layer together in a way that ilikuwa na feel. This is it. Yeah.
Now, as a man who is saying Nitangoja, by the way, I think I'm actually shocked. Sijui ni feature wapi my shock. What do you mean you made a masterpiece in a day or 2? Like, sasa hiyo ni show off. Now, in this song you say Nitangoja na sitachoka. Have you ever been in a situation where you are actually waiting for someone? Mse amesema I'm not ready for a relationship, but umekaa tu umengoja na uchoki. Walai tena?
For real?
When?
Man, kitambo.
Kitambo, just not now. Now story yako ni different.
But I think at that point, by the time nilikuwa naiongelelea, ilikuwa ni... So I was supposed to go outside to study music professionally, or rather in some school that I really, really wanted to go to. But now the person I was with, ilikuwa tu ni a situation where if I go, this is a fresh relationship, what will happen to it? And then I just ended up being in a position where they told me they're willing to wait and make things work, and yeah, ilikuwa beautiful.
So it is you they told they will ngoja. Madam lakini we never learn. When will we learn? Ebu kwanza udem alikuwa na kungoja. Is she the one right now?
Mbaya sana
Eh. Enyewe love
mapenzi
wins
ni
at the end
tamu,
of the
guys.
day.
Penda nini? Mapenzi ni tamu. Love is sweet.
Wow, jamani. Sasa you want to tell me Mrs. Kinoti hears this voice every single day? Every single day. Ai bana, you guys mko na premium experience kwa hii maisha. Sisi wengine sijui tunaishingi aje kiumalamala. We are just moving through life. Now this is Swahili Pod Cafe with your favorite girlie, Dork Sierra, and you're listening to Swahili Pod Cafe right here on Swahili Pod FM, baby. Now you can get us in Tano River, Mombasa, Kwale, Kilifi, and Malindi at 91.7. Lamu, it's 91.9, and Taita Taveta 91.5. Now Kinoti.
Yes, please.
Tumekuwa tukikungoja for so long. Now, as we're still talking about the Green Room EP, we must talk about Alone. I think my greatest fear as a young person is being alone. And I think the greatest pandemic we have is people jumping from relationship to situationship to relationship to situationship. And I happen to be going through a cafe where I'm always on Substack, yeah? And the thing about Substack is if you're going through hell, you will read that hell. And this morning I found this article that was talking about how you need to learn to romanticize being alone and being single so that you actually learn to love yourself. So when you are talking about alone, what were you hinting at? Because I don't like that.
I think alone for me at that time was, with Green Room in general, it was less of what I was experiencing personally and just trying to break my boundaries as a songwriter, I think. With Alone, it was more from a structure of... it's two people who'd rather be a mess together than allow themselves to be alone. And in that, it was just trying to source from movies, from things I listen to in general. And with that, it was just seeing that sometimes it looks easier to stick around with things being bad than allowing yourself to just exist alone. And it was more of an awareness thing than more what to do with it, if that makes sense. Because sometimes I wouldn't say like I have all the answers per se. But with that one specifically, it was just a matter of, it's two people who'd rather just like ride it out together than experience being alone, regardless of knowing that things won't get better.
Now, Kinoti, you know, a man like you, Ayana, we are living in times where when people are being told to be mambas, people are being told to be tough. But we have a pandemic where when they're finding a soft man, Ayana, a man who's going to give you love, automatically is really, really hard. Now, warembo ni wengi lakini mshachukuliwa huku nje manze. So, moving on swiftly, we're going to Enough. You gave us a stripped back performance. Unaona venye mimi ni fan.
Nakucheki.
Wewe.
Unlock
10 toes down. 10 toes down. Yes, so you gave us Enough, a stripped back performance as compared to the other songs that you had given us. So umetupatia with the same criteria. What was up with that? How personal was this song, Pana?
Actually, the story behind it was funny. So that song wasn't supposed to be on the project. It just ended up being something that happened in studio while we were trying to figure out what to do with the rest of the project. We had all the songs laid out, and there was a song that I had a feature on that we were trying to complete, but we couldn't get done in time. So we asked ourselves, what do we do? And I really loved singing Enough stripped down because Modest plays the keys beautifully. So we just sat there probably with just like mics like these, and we're like, let's just like rehearse or something. So we ended up doing one take of that, and it just ended up being what ended up on the project. It wasn't really that we planned it out to be that way. There was another song that hopefully will come out soon that was supposed to be on Green Room, but eventually we just decided to pivot because it felt more natural. It's just that point where things layer together and you're just like, it makes sense. It feels right.
Sense.
Yeah,
wow.
It feels right.
Eish, noma sana. Now, tumetoka 2021, tukenda 2022, tuko mnamo 2020, 2023. You gave us something called Little Messages, another EP.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at songs like Happy Ever After, Little Messages yenyewe, my goodness, that was hiyo nayo ilinipata nikiwa unawares. And I think when I got to hear this one, I was in second year, I think 2.1. Hey, heartbreak sasa ndio hapo inakuanga mwecheche. Hata heri ya first year unajua you know you are a beginner, but hey. Anyway, yes, what made you choose the title Little Messages?
It's a bunch of short songs that I thought communicated, one, where I was at in life, the things I was actively having on my mind. Two, it was, I think, genuinely just also what I needed to hear myself, or rather just tell bits of my own story, because there's parts I speak on grief with a song called Pray. At that time I'd lost my grandma, so I spoke about
My
that on there.
condolences.
Happy Ever After was a song I wrote after watching a movie and just asked myself, okay, after watching several romance movies and getting to ask, why does the movie end when the guy gets the girl? Doesn't make sense. I think like after is where the source is.
Sasa wafanyaje?
Sasa tuambie story iliendeleaje kutoka hapo.
Kutoka hapo sasa washapendana.
Sasa hapo ndio mapenzi iko. Sasa si tujue mapenzi na hapenaje mbona.
mapenzi haikwangi nywe, you know, like there are other issues in between.
I think that's where the source would be at. So I was like, you know what, this phase of whatever Happy Ever After is considered after the movie should be something I either get to experience with someone or someone gets to experience with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I think Happy Ever After, by the way, the virtues in Yutunonanga at the end of those overhyped romantic movies, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of Disney movies, you know?
Yeah.
Like zinaishanga na Happily Ever After. But I personally, you know that point where the relationship begins, honeymoon stage ikishaisha after 6 months. You're Happy Ever After unanzanga kuiona.
Sasa hapo ndio tunataka kujua hiyo source iko wapi.
Very nice.
To get hiyo structure. Wanapiganga hiyo aje mpaka inakuwa Happy Ever After.
Very nice. So, do you believe in Happy Ever After?
I do. It may not be what exactly it's been painted to be, but I think it is there. Everybody in their own way gets it, I hope, at least.
So when it comes to your love story, what does the perfect Happy Ever After look like?
Good question. Very introspective. I think it's, first off, the person I'm with not giving up on me and me not giving up on them. Secondly, choosing to try again. In my imperfections, in theirs, choosing to explore what this love thing could be, because I feel like it's so broad. There's literally no way to just like say, oh, this is everything I know about love, in like, you know. So I think Happy Ever After for me just looks like exploring, figuring out, trying, failing, and enjoying the journey altogether, because at the end of the day it's not really like a place with a destination that you'll get to and say, oh, this is me completely in love, fully knowing everything I need to know. So I think the journey in itself and the nuances of understanding what happens in that journey for me is what I'd consider Happy Ever After. Enjoying the journey with the person.
Wow, enjoying the journey with the person. And by the way, going through life and watching your life unfold through another person's lenses is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, but kuna something about kushikwa mkono ukivuka barabara manze. Hata kama ni makanga na kupandisha gari, there's something very beautiful about kushikwa mkono. Now, the other day, I got to listen to a whole conversation around manhood and marriage, yeah? And the speaker was talking about how there's nothing like soulmates. But there are men like you who exist in the world who are still proving to us that love exists, bro. Like, we were almost giving up with Wakadinali, but we have Kinoti, man. So I want to know, do you believe that soulmates actually exist?
I think, okay, I'll give my response weirdly. I think it's more of being given a piece of stone and being told to chisel it. You won't be given a soulmate, you'll be given probably like, or rather what will find you, at least what I think would find you, is not necessarily a soulmate, but someone who, with enough work together, with enough trial and error together, you'd be able to like chisel a piece out of, if it's just like a stone in a sculpture. You're working your way towards getting a sculpture, which now is ideally the soulmate, but what you start with isn't probably that. It's just like a piece of stone, and you now along the journey have to figure out what tools will get you the sculpture, if that makes sense.
Haya, so umesema tujitengeneze from scratch walai. Wa Kinara Smith nini. Like you just pick up your stone and sculpt it into the soulmate that you want.
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
So in short, I could find a soulmate in even 10 people. I mean, tumekuwa na love stories ngapi? What this thing called love? Anyway, in 2023, you also teamed up with Ethan Music on Jioni, an Afro R&B pop song.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Jioni was the culmination of, or rather, just the feeling that we felt as we were putting up an event that we had called Echoes. And Jioni in itself was just that feeling that you get when you come home, you know, like it's like coming home to your person and feeling like every time I come home I feel like I love you more. So I will go out and like work, I'll do my things, but every time I just feel like I'm home, I feel like I'm more in love in that navyokupenda ongezeka kila jioni. It was just as basic as that, and it was special for us because we got to share a stage, we got to experience our communities together and just like enjoy what that was. It really felt just like, by the way, communities zetu zimekam pamoja kutupenda pia sisi hiyo jioni na ilifeel tu poa. Yeah.
Wow. Now speaking of communities, you have a community of people who are loyal fans. Actually, me adi naomba nipatiwe chance ya kuwa captain. But I've been here for so long. I deserve this. Kwani do? Yes. Now, immediately after we got to get the project blinded, and as I was listening to this song, I experienced both love and heartbreak at the same time. And the thing about love is, man, love is blind. You can see the end is coming, but you turn a blind eye, you know. So let's talk about Blinded.
Blinded was written from a point of rage-ish, but not my own. Again, I think I branched out from trying to write too much on what my personal experiences were and just like try break my own boundaries with what I thought my songwriting could be. Blinded came from that, just as you were saying it, you just end up feeling so blinded, you're so lost in this love thing that at the end of the day when you look at it when it's over, you just go, how did I not see that coming? How did I not experience or understand that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was coming in my direction? And I think that was just it, just asking yourself, vitu zilifikaje hapa, how was I so blinded? Yeah.
Manze, unajua kuna safari ya maisha na kuna watu wamekula fare. Unaona ukikosa kuona hiyo kitu ikikama hivi.
Sure.
Uwe ni watu wamekula fare. Now, manze, you did another thing, manze. Ulivunja yote sasa when you met up with Hilda Watiri on Heartbreak Song. Man, I am a personal lover of Hilda Watiri. How did that collab first of all come to be?
So it was funny. So Hilda had sent me the song and I lost it. I had not listened to it for I think like a month. Then the same place I was recording Green Room from is the same place she was working on her project on. So she was working with Modest, and I ended up being in the studio because at that time I decided to intern for him as his intern producer. So Hilda walks into the studio, she's running her session, and she's like, oh, this song I'm playing is the song you're supposed to write a verse to, but you never did. So we're just like about to finish it. Are you gonna do something? I was like, I don't think I even remembered this song existed. Jumped into studio, we cleaned up the verse. I think it was myself, Modest, and Hilda herself. Just tried to work it out as fast as we could, and the rest I think is history ideally.
Now, I just want to know, Italanta unatoa wapi? Because I think all your big projects, unasema 1 hour, 2 hours, done. Yani, unaona venye, umse hupika ombachi. Is it ombachi ana chop onions anasema, done. Wewe ni song, chop, done. How does it come to you so naturally?
I think I overthink the before. I end up, I have a list of things I would want to say on my notes app that I often look at and go, this is gonna be a song someday. I don't know how, I don't know why, but this thought, this space I'm in, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will eventually get to be a song. So for some of them, it takes me 1 hour in that moment, but I've probably like thought about the idea for quite a chunk, such that if I allow myself to get into that space and think about, okay, if it's heartbreak, if it's this, if it's that, how best will I encompass the feeling while targeting the things that I put myself to at the beginning of it. And so I may have ended up like writing it in an hour, writing it in 2, but probably by that time I have overthought it for months, years, or have had it in my notes app for quite a while just before I'm like, okay, let me figure this out.
Hey, wewe unaweza solve hadi global warming. You're overthinking and then una problem solve in just an hour. Aye bro, mega mind got nothing on you. Now,
Ni procrastination,
but bora last minute ikifika nayo. Yeah. So I just want to know, are you a last minute person?
Very. Sometimes. I think. I end up doing some things last minute, not because I am a last. I feel like I'm a very big planner. Sometimes the things just don't go my way. So
sometimes
I end up having
things
to
just
do
don't
things
go
last
your
minute.
way.
Yeah.
Now, you have this new project called Unlove You.
Yes.
Now, the thing about loving someone is, Manze, I don't think we actually try to unlove them. Just as how do you unlove a person who you are obsessed with? You know, they were literally your whole life, and you even planned a future. Mshapanga watoto sita. You even have a dream house, dream car. Even worse if you have joined your account. Kwanza hiyo ndio mbaya. You know? So I want to know, what does unlove you mean?
Unloving is the process of the reversal of love. I define it as that because ideally it's not just deciding not to feel the feelings anymore. It's experiencing everything from the end to the beginning and deciding you won't feel it again. It's having to forget every moment, every experience, every single thing that you did or experienced with this person, to the point where you just go, I don't love them anymore. Not from a point of forgetting, but from a point of just going, oh yeah, I've experienced all these emotions in reverse. I've lived those moments again. I have gotten to the point where I feel like I am where I was before all of this pain started. Yeah, I think that's what it meant to me, at least.
So what you're saying is, wewe hata battle scars au bakingi nazo. Niku rip me out of the plastic. Sure. I'm acting brand new.
Tunaanzia mwanzo.
Unaanzia mwanzo.
Tunaanza upya.
Jamani Kinoti, I would hate to be your ex, but yani napatana tuna video ya Kinoti akisema live on radio. Tunaanza mwanzo. Now, have you ever been in a situation where you are learning to unlove someone?
Yes, I feel like it's a constant thing that happens because with how I view life, because for me it wasn't just in terms of relationships, it was more like it's a general blanket of unloving, if that makes sense. It's a reversal of so many things, and just like people come in and out of life, I feel like that's one thing that is like you can't avoid it, because it's not everybody who'll be in your life forever, which is a sad thing I think I came to accept over time, which is just like the ebbs and flows of life. Ideally. So with that, it's just a matter of seeing what values I had and what they placed, or the kind of place they put me in terms of understanding this person, and just trying to reverse all of that. So it has happened maybe once or twice, but not necessarily fully in a relationship perspective. Yeah.
Now, why unlove? Why not hate?
Because I feel like unloving is more healthy.
Decentering, yani. Detaching, the art of detachment. Norma.
It's less of detaching and more of just going, if I decide to sit with these feelings this entire time and give this person hate, I am channeling so much towards that when I could redirect that to myself and just not feel this anymore.
Wow. Yeah. Ati you could not feel this anymore. Unamua tu roho ni on and off switch. Leo nitafeel kesho.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the process of feeling, allowing yourself to do it up until you're comfortable with existing in it.
you know, like kuna watu wako grown and mature, and then kuna sisi sasa tunalia, you know, like, and the thing is a lot of your songs when you're actually going through heartbreak, hata ad ikikuja katika, you know, there's something very disrespectful about YouTube and Spotify yenye haujalipa. I'm not even talking about Spotify cracked, like YouTube, you know, in between Nitangoja, you're crying, ad ndio hiyo, inabidi upostpone kulia kwanza, ad imalize, and then you start the song afresh, man.
Just be the one to heal my pain, be the place that I can name my safe space.
Hey jamani, kidogo hata nilie, you know, it is too deep, guys, it is too deep. Like, you're listening to Swahili Pod Cafe, and today we have Kinoti. Now Kinoti,
Yes,
ni nini imekuleta Mombasa?
Nimeletwa Mombasa na shughuli moja safi, inaitwa Echoes Pre-Party. Tuko hapa hivi na my brother Kithan. Tutakuwa tunapiga sherehe 2 murwa, leo na kesho. Leo tutakuwa pale 1922 pale usiku, and then kesho tunaingia tunapiga the Echoes Pre-Party at Pride Inn, starting at 4 p.m. kesho. Na itakuwa shughuli moja safi sana. Tunawapangia show ingine serious sana, in leading up to a show that tuna have in Nairobi on the 19th of September, yenye itakuwa the main Echoes pale Mass House.
Wow, that is so beautiful. Now the thing about us hapa Mombasa is we've been complaining for the longest time the way wasanii hawakujange, and here you are. In fact, you guys sold out Little Theatre.
Manze. Mombasa tunawapenda sana. Mlifika mahali ikabidi tume-upgrade kwa sababu mlisema mmejaza Little Theatre na mnataka tuongezee, so tukasema si tuingie pale Pride Inn basi tuwafurahishe zaidi.
Now, how did that make you feel, especially because is this your first time performing in Mombasa?
It's my second time performing here. The first time I think I did last year. Nimesahau kunaitwaje actually, but I did chini ya mnazi experience last year. Ilikuwa so beautiful, wasi wali come through. But I mean, to do it on this scale and again with my brother Keithan, man, imekuwa vibes all through. On our way here tumekuwa tu tukijam, the band is ready, sisi wenyewe tuko ready. Imekuwa such a vibe. So niko sure ita feel as fulfilling as imefeel kwetu, like itakuwa tu feeling poa tu.
Itakuwa tu feeling poa.
Tutajibamba sana na nyinyi.
Now, how many years have you actually been in the industry?
I think I started putting out music in 2021, so this should be my 5th year, I think, yeah.
What's it been like?
Ups and downs. I feel like it's just a lot of learning, a lot of trying to understand how to navigate it, taking my L's on the chin too, na accept venye zinakam, and then learning from them too pia. Also kuconnect tu na wase wenye pia wana line na ile vision yenye mimi niko nayo, na pia kupour into their cups as much as they are pouring into mine. Kusaidiana tu kujengana imekuwa too beautiful. Wase niko surrounded now wako immensely talented, na pia ni wase wako na roho poa sana, so inakuwa so easy kuact pamoja. Imekuwa very beautiful journey for me.
Now, I also feel like, okay, actually the fact, you're the second male artist who has come to this show. Na ukakubali you actually have a person in your life. The first one was Joshua Baraka. The second one is you. Manze, so what is it like dating in the industry, especially because, man, I personally know if my man had the voice that you have, aka even mbele ya mic, and the ladies are down there, they're just like, Kinoti, I will lose my mind, bro. What is it like dating in the industry?
I think for me it's been smooth, I'd say. Niko na a very understanding partner mwenye pia tuna flow tu pamoja. Imekuwa so beautiful experience pia, na tuna learn on the job pia. Si kila kitu tunajua, tunaenda tuki-understand pia venye tuna maneuver our space, because I feel like apart from the limelight pia niko na a space where na feel nataka tu ikue just me and my own, you know. Si kila kitu ikue upfront for everybody, but keeping it on the DL for us imekuwa beautiful. Na inabamba tu hivyo manze.
Wow, so siri ni kuiweka on the DL, eh?
Maneno yetu ni mambo yetu.
Maneno yetu ni mambo yenu. Noma sana. Now, another thing I really love about your music is it has pushed a lot of us to actually believe in love, you know? Yeah. There are times you're actually going through a breakup and you're like, hey jamani, I'm never doing this. And then on a random day you meet some boy in an elevator, and then Kinoti is playing here, and then you do it, you say tano tena, if I perish I perish, you know. So what made you believe in love? My
parents, honestly. I'd say my parents have been the most beautiful example of what love can be. Nimefurahia sana tu kuona. I think kitu nilirealize ni ati pia mimi na waocho wakigrow up. So hiyo imekuwa quite interesting kurealize na kuona wakipendana in that way na wakitupenda sisi as their kids. I have an older brother. The two of us tu kuwa experience hivyo wao wakipendana the way they do na feeling ikiwa so beautiful. So yeah manze.
Wow. Hey Jamani, I feel like my life will, my parents are together, like I don't think I can give the same story. I can say, wow, marriage is good for support. Now, as we finish, as we wind up, what is your one message to your Mombasa fans?
One, come to the show because you're gonna have the time of your life, I assure you. 2, thank you for selling us out and making us upgrade to a bigger venue. And just because of that pia mjue tu tutakuwa tunawalilisha bonge la show kesho. And then finally man, tunawapenda zaidi. Tunawapenda extremely. Every time I've been here I've been shown so much love, and saa zingine inakuanga unreal like experience tu manze, na ina feel poa sana that receive this much love here. Nawapenda zaidi.
Hey Kinoti, we love you too. On behalf of the universe, man, we're sending so much love your way.
Asante.
Now, to be Fika Tamate, it's been good, it's been lovely. I've been your girl Dorcas Sierra. Don't touch that dial because immediately after this we continue vibing with VDJ Cams. So don't touch that dial. But leo jioni tunapatana 1922 to just experience Kinoti and Kithan. And then immediately after Kesho, the Echoes pre-party. Tuko kwa ground kwa beach. Kama hujawahi lea kwa beach, now is the time guys. Beba mtu wako ama upate mtu huko.
Kwani girlfriends day utawapata huko kama una.
Hata umenikumbusha. Do you know Kinoti, the boys are actually saying at it is a day to celebrate your fellow girls manze. The boyfriends in Mombasa are deadbeats. DJ Cams alikuwa anasema yeye. Hiyo siku anataka kunena nikicelebrate my girls. So as pia nini?
Zote pamoja.
Have you just called me a deadbeat?
Bare minimum boyfriend.
Have you just called me a deadbeat? Like for real. I'm always there for you.
Bare minimum boyfriend. But he will not be
you.
there for me on 1st of August as much as it's girlfriend's day. Hiyo mambo ameosha mkono.
No, I'll be with kina Kinoti pale tunajicelebrate, tunafurahia,
Are you a girlfriend?
No, so relax. Nimalize statement yangu. Relax, nimalize statement yangu.
Acha niongee.
Then for those who are not celebrated sasa, for those who will not have been celebrated, sasa sisi ndo tunakuja kuwa celebrate. Sijui kama unanielewa. So tunakupea time, siku tuko na a whole 24 hours. Kuanzia asubuhi ikifika jioni kama hakuna mtu alikucelebrate. Sasa sisi huko Pride ndo sasa we got you.
Wewe sasa ndio una pop into the picture.
Sisi celebrate sasa. Tunakuja tunawaambia so unaelewa venye songs mimi sasa nitangoja.
Vijana wa Mombasa.
Nitangoja sitachoka mpaka ifike 4 p.m. Hey,
my goodness. No, it's been good, it's been lovely. I've been your girl Dorcas Sierra.
I've been your DJ VDJ
Cams 254 na leo tulikuwa na
Kinoti.
Jamani.